One. Hi, I'm Dave Sider Baby for Rock Radio UK, and today I am speaking to the wonderful Joy Shannon. Hello.
Hi.
How are
Hi.
you?
I'm doing great, and thank you for speaking with me.
That's no problem whatsoever. You're not in the UK, are you?
No, I'm in California at the moment.
Yeah, nice and sunny.
It's actually cloudy today, maybe because I'm talking to lots of people in England.
It's not UK cloudy, let's put it that way.
No, no, no.
Um, Joy, you've just released an album.
Yes, it is called In the Forest, Singing Sorrowless. It is an album where I took the poetry of J.R.R. Tolkien and created my own original music to accompany it. Uh, the album is very close to my heart because it's basically a tribute to how much Tolkien's work has inspired me since I was a child.
Yeah.
And his work always helped me through the most challenging times in my life. And this past year was a challenging time. So it made me decide to create this album to bring myself comfort and
Hmm.
inspiration while I was going through a tough time. I had a medical diagnosis last year. I've been diagnosed with breast cancer, and that's when I decided to delve into this album. Uh,
Okay.
I think because it maybe distracted my brain from being scared
Hmm.
and stressed out by that diagnosis and all of the treatments that I had to do. So it brought me an immense amount of comfort. But I have gotten the all clear with um,
Excellent
my
news.
doctor. Yes, and actually, it just happened to be last week that I got the all clear. So it's basically in step with this entire album
Hmm.
right before I released it. So, however or why ever that worked out that way, it felt like it was meant to be.
The stars aligned.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But yeah, so the album itself is just full of beautiful poems that I connected to on a heart level that Tolkien had created, and I wanted to create songs that gave these characters life and emotions, and honored them and how much they had inspired me. And there's a great deal of beautiful guest artists that I worked with on this album,
Okay.
uh, uh, namely. The cellist who's on every single track, Christopher Brown, is this incredible cellist I work with. First time I've worked with him, and just blew me away. So I definitely will work with him again in the future. But he really captured the emotionality of each song and just brought it to another beautiful cinematic almost level. Um, but I also worked with Maria France from the Nordic folk band Heilung. She
Yep.
contributed some really beautiful vocals to our song Grey Havens. She brought this very like magical elven sounding voice to the harmonies. And I also did have probably the most exciting collaboration on the album, um, in just the ways that it aligns with the Tolkien theme, is that Ruth Tolkien sang with me on Grey Havens, and she is the great granddaughter of Tolkien. So
Wow.
it felt like a absolutely incredible and very magical
Hmm.
collaboration with her.
Sealed historically now forever. Uh, I've got to say, it's fantastic music. I'm a rock and metal guy, but through and through. But
Yeah, yeah,
this
me
this
too.
is this is like traditional folk, and it delves into the lighter side, shall we say, of well, we touched on it with the Scandinavian music that I listen to. It seems
Mm.
to whereas the dark and death metal is very rare and
Hmm.
whatever. Um, there's still that folklore feel with that kind
Yes.
of music, and you seem to have taken that folklore feel and made it your own with a harp as well, which is absolutely outstanding, I've got to say. Um,
Well, thank you.
uh, I,
Well, I have a background loving metal and rock
Okay.
since I was a kid. So interestingly, I think some of the places I've gotten the most inspiration in regards to my song structures and
Mhm.
chord progressions and finger picking patterns on my harp
Okay.
are actually metal. I
Really?
love metal, yeah. And I often collaborate with different metal bands, but on this album, I do have like a black metal guy who plays on uh, the Misty Mountains. His name is, or his project is Traveler's Rest.
I
He
know
does
it.
kind of like one man black metal.
Yeah.
Uh, a really, really epic musician. He's really, really talented, but it was really fun to work with him as well. So I think there is a crossover
There
between
is.
folk and yeah, especially folklore and
Mm.
um, telling stories about uh, dark fantasy. You end up crossing over into the metal genre. Um,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay. I'm interested that you're using like the chord progressions and stuff like that from the metal. I mean, how easy is it to translate, say, guitar music to the harp for yourself?
Oh, I of course I don't typically do that because I don't think like a guitarist at
Mm.
all. I think like a harpist, but um, I I think you could. When I've played with guitarists, they often say that something that I'll play that has like a natural progression down my instrument or
Mm.
up. A guitarist has to struggle to like change chords and
Yeah.
do some pretty crazy hand positions. So I don't know if it's easily translatable all the time,
Mm.
but depends on maybe the key signature that we're in. You know.
Yeah. Okay. So going back, just tell me about yourself. Well, we've touched briefly on your health issues and things like
Yeah.
that, but just tell me, where have you come from? What brought you into this kind of musical world?
Oh yeah. Well, I've always been a creative person since I was a kid. I always made
Mm.
art. I always apparently wrote songs. I don't always remember, but I was writing songs from a very young age. Um, I think I came into who I am gradually, um, finding things, especially like Tolkien,
Mm.
reading Lord of the Rings, and that's partly why I tribute it in this album. It feels kind of like a full circle because
Yeah.
I think it was one of the first inspirations that I found that really spoke to me and helped me find other, music, art, other things that I connected to as well.
Yeah.
Um, but I started playing harp when I was 18, so I was pretty young, and it felt like a soulmate connection in the
Okay.
instrument. Um, I was, I think, seeking out ways to connect to my own culture. I'm Irish, and
Mm.
ways to connect. I always loved every time we were back in Ireland, where my family lives. I always connected to the ancient sites, the
Mm.
like megalithic, Neolithic monuments and things. And I think once I started playing harp, I felt like the instrument itself was ancient. It
Yeah.
felt like almost my ancient ancestors could speak uh, through it to me. And I think that's probably why I do everything I do.
Mm.
The art that I make, the visual art that I make, it's all inspired by ancient Irish art, mythology. Yeah, I think I'm always trying to understand where I come from better and better. And of course, um, I'm always working to be fluent in the Irish language. I sing in Irish and have written some songs in Irish, but I want to keep getting better and better at that. So that's always, it's been a pursuit.
Excellent stuff. Well, I'm not going to hold you up too much longer. The album, In the Forest Singing Sorrowless, is out now, I believe.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it came out on Halloween.
Brilliant, brilliant. Do you have a website and social medias that people can contact you with?
Yes, yeah, yeah. Everything is my name, joyshannon.com. On Instagram, I'm at Joy Shannon. Basically everywhere, I'm at Joy Shannon.
Is it a lot of bands and artists now have to sell products to make it worthwhile being an artist? So,
Right,
is there
right.
a shop or anything like that where people can?
Yes, yes. You can buy the actual physical album through my Bandcamp. So that's all those are connected to my website as well. But Bandcamp is the place with all of our merch,
Yeah,
physical albums and T-shirts and all of that.
excellent stuff. Well, Joy, it's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you. I wish you all the very best. Um, Maybe we'll catch up again one day, and if you're in Ireland sometime, let me know because
Yes.
I'd like to pop across water and come and see you play sometime.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I will. I will. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye. Thank you.